Question to my black friends and family: when y'all gonna stop beating y'all kids like slaves? If you are not black, this conversation is not for you. Yes, you can remain present, but I do not want to hear from you. I do not care about your opinion. This conversation ain't for you. Now, getting back to what I was saying, black people, when are you going to stop beating your kids like a slave? If you cannot beat your spouse for acting out, why the hell are you beating your children for it? See, I grew up getting my ass beat for every little thing, and I can tell you firsthand, it didn't work. It made me sneaky. It made me learn how to fly under the radar of adults around me, teachers, administrators, parents, aunties, uncles. I flew under the radar just enough to get away with things. It made me sneaky. There's a plethora of things that my parents don't know about that I got away with because I learned how to do that. Them beating my ass did not do anything but instill fear and resentment. All that did was teach me that I'm going to get my ass beat for this, but no one's going to sit down and actually talk to me of why I'm doing these things. It wasn't up until 8th grade that I had a breakthrough and I actually had to think, what's going on? And it's because Miss Miller, I remember her name, my 8th grade teacher, language arts, she asked me before she called my mom, why am I doing these things and why I shouldn't call, or why she shouldn't call my mother to tell her what I did that day. And I told her what happens when I got in trouble. No one spoke to me. No one sat me down and really dug at the issue at hand to address what was going on. They just beat my ass. And no one asked, why am I doing these things? Or they were asked in rhetorical ways, why are you doing this? Hit. Why are you acting out? Hit. That's how I was raised. And she sat me down and we spoke for hours. I remember this conversation. She got through to me. And I'm so happy because I'm like such a different, vastly different person from my childhood. But I had to think on, why do parents fail to raise their children properly and do their due diligence to figure out what the actual issue is? Address that your child has ADHD, address that your child has anxiety, address that your child is depressed, and that's why they're acting out. You're beating their ass, but nothing's changing. Do you not see that, okay, I'm beating my child for everything they do, but nothing's changing? Maybe I should reevaluate how I'm choosing to discipline my child. It's not discipline. You're abusing your child. And seeing these children be so afraid of their parents because they know what's going to happen, it's heartbreaking. And we still just have not gotten to a point where we can address that this is not the correct way. I'm not saying that everyone has to be gentle parents because some children truly need a different form of discipline. Not every child is a one size fits all. So you have to figure out how to raise your child, but that does not mean beating them. And if that's your response, you don't need fucking children. You need to learn how to regulate your emotions. That's what you need to do.